The so-called bull sessions around and about the school, I too often find that most college men have a misconception of the purpose of education.
Most of the brethren think that education should equip them with the proper instruments of exploitation so that they can forever trample over the masses. Still, others think that education should furnish them with noble ends rather than means to an end.
It seems to me that education has a twofold function to perform in the life of man and in society. The one is utility and the other is culture. Education must enable a man to become more efficient, to achieve with increasing facility the legitimate goals of his life. Education must also train one for quick, resolute, and effective thinking. To think incisively and to think for oneself is very difficult.
We are prone to let our mental life become invaded by legions of half-truth, prejudices, and propaganda. At this point, I often wonder whether or not education is fulfilling its purpose.
A great majority of the so-called educated people do not think logically and scientifically.
Even the press, the classroom, the platform, and the pulpit in many instances do not give us objective and unbiased truths. To save man from the morass of propaganda, in my opinion, is one of the chief aims of education.
Education must enable one to sift and weigh evidence, to discern the true from the false, the real from the unreal, and the facts from the fiction.
The function of education, therefore, is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. But education which stops with efficiency may prove the greatest menace to society. The most dangerous criminal may be the man gifted with reason, but with no morals.
The late Eugene Talmadge, in my opinion, possessed one of the better minds of Georgia or even America. Moreover, he wore the Phi Beta Kappa key. By all measuring rods, Mr. Talmadge could think critically and intensively, yet he contends that I am an inferior being. Are these the types of men we call educated?
We must remember that intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of true education.
The complete education gives one not only power of concentration, but worthy objectives upon which to concentrate.
The broad education will, therefore, transmit to one not only the accumulated knowledge of the race, but also the accumulated experience of social living.
If we're not careful, our colleges will produce a group of closed-minded, unscientific, illogical propagandists, consumed with immoral acts.
Be careful, brethren.
Be careful, teachers.
How many roads must
take those lips away that so sweetly were forsworn, and those eyes that break of day, lights that do mislead the morn. But my kisses bring again, seals of love, but sealed in vain, sealed in vain. Take, oh take those lips away that so sweetly were forsworn, and those eyes that break of day, lights that do mislead the morn,
I go to the movie and I go into town. Somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say,